Good evening again. My name is Mike Reed. I'm Dean of the College of Health and Human Performance, and I want to welcome you again to the 2023 Spring Awards ceremony. This is an opportunity that we take once a year to celebrate the achievements of very special faculty, staff, students, and alumni. While we're having our program, I want you to feel free to continue enjoying the wonderful food of Palm and Pine. The food line is still open. Please go back for seconds. Also, drinks will be available throughout the evening, so don't hesitate to get up and refresh your glass if you need. The sponsors who've made this event possible are shown on the slide next to me, and they include Bob and Becky Allen, Dr. Tom Ball, and Jane Bergman, all of whom are with us tonight, and we want to thank them for this event. Thank you so much. Please know that tonight's awards are being live streamed so that folks who couldn't be here in person will be able to participate. And it's also being recorded for playback. You can find the link at the site that's shown on the bottom of the screen just down here. Also, please take time to look at your program. In the program, you will find detailed information about each awardee's background and their accomplishments, much more than we have time to report from the stage up here, unfortunately, and I promise you it's fascinating reading. Take it home with you this evening and have a look at it sometime. A quick note for our award recipients. When your name is announced, we ask that you please make your way to the stage make your way to the stairs on the left side of the stage. That is, your left, my right, so you come up the stage over here. We will give you your award here, and then you can go down the stage on the other side and back to your chair. Each awardee tonight will receive either a plaque or a certificate, and the awardees will also be commemorated with a brick in our HHP courtyard. That's the patio just out in front of the main front doors. Also, the awardees will have a nameplate mounted in our Hall of Honor for permanent recognition of this award. Now, to begin our award presentations, it's my very great pleasure to introduce my colleague, Dr. Chris Janelle, who's the Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs in our college. Chris?
I thought you were stealing the script over there, so thankfully I brought my own. Thank you, Dean Reed, and good evening, everyone. It's awesome to see so many of you and to see some of you for the second time today. It's been a great day of celebration today. Earlier, honoring our students and all of our donors, and tonight, obviously, faculty, staff, students, donors. It's great to have the HHP family together. I'm truly honored to have the opportunity to say some nice things about two colleagues who I greatly respect and admire, both for reasons that I'll briefly describe, as well as many others that in the interest of time we won't be able to go into, but as Dean Reed said, there's a lot of information in your brochures, and so please do take a look. So we're going to begin with the Doctoral Dissertation Mentor of the Year Award. And let me give you a bit of an intro to that. So the life of the university is greatly enhanced by the quality of our doctoral students, and they're guided by our many outstanding graduate faculty members. Tonight we recognize Dr. David Valancourt, who's been named this year's HHP Doctoral Dissertation Mentor of the Year Award winner. Regrettably, Dr. Valancourt is not able to attend our ceremony this evening, but we're going to take a moment to tell you about him anyway, as he is certainly worthy of this recognition. Dr. Valancourt is widely recognized among the world's top movement neuroscientists. His research focuses on using advanced neuroimaging techniques to study the brain's regulation of voluntary and involuntary movements with a specific interest in Parkinson's disease. He's mentored numerous students in HHP as well as in the College of Engineering, and he co-directs an NIH T32 training grant here at UF. Dr. Valancourt's outstanding mentorship extends beyond his guidance in completing the PhD program, and his former students have recognized him as a dedicated personal mentor, as evidenced by such testimonials as this one, that he has been the most influential person in my entire life, from one of his students. His approach to effectively training and teaching doctoral students has produced numerous exceptionally skilled and compassionate researchers, clinicians, and academic professionals. And I emphasize compassionate. That's a direct reflection of David. In short, he cares very deeply about his students and wants them to become the very best version of themselves. And so please join me in congratulating Dr. David Valancourt as being recognized as this year's award winner. So congratulations, David. Our next award is the HHP Teacher of the Year Award. The University of Florida recognizes its outstanding teachers throughout campus by presenting teaching awards, which are available to all colleges offering undergraduate instruction. These awards are to encourage and reward excellence, innovation, and effectiveness in teaching. Tonight, we recognize our Teacher of the Year here in HHP, and that is Dr. Ashley Ossoboff, who is here. And you can begin making your way this way, Ashley. As an instructional assistant professor in the Department of Health Education and Behavior, she has taught or developed 11 courses in the past 3 years, including required and elective courses with large enrollments, demonstrating her exceptional teaching skills and flexibility. She has a global focus and incorporates international health and culture in all courses, making her teaching perspective unique and culturally sensitive. She also led an ambitious study abroad trip to Italy last year and will be bringing a group of students to England and France this summer as part of a college-wide study abroad program that we kicked off last year. Dr. Ossoboff fosters relationships with students, ensuring their success, and is highly regarded as evidenced by exceptional course evaluations as well as extensive positive comments from her students. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Ashley Ossoboff, HHP Teacher of the Year for 2023. Congratulations, Ashley. May I jump in? Yeah.
Yes, please. Am I good? Yes. I'm going to go this way. I'm sorry I didn't follow the right.
So at this time, I'm going to turn the mic and the podium over to Dr. Beth Barton, who will introduce our next award winner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chris. And I share in his enjoyment and wonderful collection of individuals here tonight celebrating who we are as a college, who we have been as a college, and where we're going. Tonight, I am introducing the Charles S. Williams Service Award. Dr. Williams was a faculty member beginning in 1972, where he was a faculty member in the men's physical education department, and he continued to serve the college as an assistant, associate, and senior associate dean in the dean's office after that time. This award was developed in his honor to talk in the spirit of the way he has given above and beyond what is normally expected of faculty and staff. And in this spirit, it was meant to be for the staff members who do sort of keep the fabric of our college together. So first, I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Williams, if he would please rise and allow us to acknowledge his contributions. Thank you. Second, I would like to acknowledge all of you in the audience who have received this award in the past. So those of you who have ever received the Charles S. Williams Service Award, if you could please rise so we could acknowledge your contribution to the college. And now I get to talk about one of the people who truly embodies the spirit of going above and beyond. Mr. Daniel Rogers. If you could join me at the stage, please. So Daniel has been at the fabric of beginning a department and helping Dr. Rachel Fu develop the THEM department as the business manager. He has been at the college for a few, 6 years, okay, so not that long. But in that time, he has been an essential piece of our makeup. Those who sponsored him for this award talked about his amazing ability to contribute, collaborate, lead, cheerlead, and do anything that is needed when asked, and further taking initiative to find what's needed to achieve. So with that, I congratulate you, Daniel, in receiving this award. And now I turn it back over to Dean Reed.
Thanks, Beth. Thank you, Dr. Barton. Now I'd like to pause for a moment from the formally printed program because we have a few awards that are not in your program. They are meant to be a surprise. This evening, we have the unique opportunity to recognize members of our faculty in one of the most prestigious ways possible, through an endowed professorship provided through the generosity of a donor in our community. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the concept of endowed professorships, it is a permanent fund that is located in our college that provides ongoing financial support for the scholarly work of an exceptional faculty member. These professorships help us attract and retain top talent, enhancing the reputation of our college and the University of Florida. Through the generosity of our donors, I'm delighted to announce our first endowed chair position, the Orchid Medical Chair in the Department of Applied Physiology and Kinesiology. This chair has been awarded to Dr. David Valancourt, who you heard about a moment ago. You heard a lot about David during the description by Dr. Janelle of the Dissertation Mentor of the Year Award. But please know that Dr. Valancourt is an exceptional researcher who has worked tirelessly in pursuit of cures for some of the most debilitating motor disorders of our time. On top of this, Dr. Valancourt has served as department chair of Applied Physiology and Kinesiology, our largest department, since 2019. He will be the first faculty member in HHP to occupy this newly endowed Orchid Medical Chair. So in his absence, I want to congratulate Dr. Valancourt on this new title. Next, Dr. J. Lee Tucker, would you join me on stage? Where are you? Come right this way. Tonight, it's my honor to bestow Dr. Tucker with the Mary F. Lane Endowed Professorship. As many of you know, Mary F. Lane is an alumna of HHP and a loyal Gator who has dedicated her professional career to public education. We're grateful for her endowment, which will remain in our college in perpetuity. Dr. Tucker has more than 35 years of extramurally funded research guided by behavioral economics on substance misuse and related risk behaviors, including HIV/AIDS. She has served as chair of the Department of Health Education and Behavior from 2014 to 2019, and she's the founding director of the UF Center for Behavioral Economic Health Research, which began in 2016. Dr. Tucker is a fellow of the American Psychological Society, the Association for Behavioral and Cognitive Therapies, and the American Psychological Association, in which she has chaired the Board of Scientific Affairs, chaired the Board of Professional Affairs, and served as the first elected president of the Division on Addiction Psychology. Please join me in congratulating Dr. J. Lee Tucker, the Mary F. Lane Endowed Professor. And next, it's my honor to recognize Dr. George Cunningham, who is the newly appointed University Athletic Association Endowed Professor. We get to clap for Dr. Cunningham. But unfortunately, he could not be with us tonight. He had a family emergency in Texas. He and his wife are out of the state, and he sends his regrets. However, his accomplishments speak for himself. Dr. Cunningham joined us just last year from Texas A&M to be the chair of our sport management department. His research focuses on diversity and inclusion in sport and physical activity. He has published more than 200 peer-reviewed journal articles and book chapters, authored one award-winning book, and co-edited another. He's also served as the president of the North American Society for Sport Management, not once, but twice on two separate occasions. He is also a member of the National Academy of Kinesiology. In absentia, one more round for Dr. George Cunningham. Thank you very much for that. Next, I'd like to recognize two college legends for their years of dedicated service to the University of Florida. Again, these awardees are not in your program. However, their names will be familiar to many of you. Will Dr. Bob Allen and Dr. Jill Varnes please join me on stage? Joe, could you hand me that chair right there? Go on, Bob, have a seat. He walked up here from South Florida, so he's a little tuckered. Let me tell you a little bit about Bob Allen. Bob earned both his bachelor's and master's degree in physical education, health, and recreation from HHP, as well as a doctorate in education from UF. He was a respected professor in our college for more than 20 years and is recognized as a professor emeritus for HHP. Bob and his wife, Becky, are contributors to HHP scholarships and are very involved with the Center for Movement Disorders and Neurorestoration at the UF College of Medicine. Dr. Jill Varnes, who is also up here with us, is a faculty emeritus who had a distinguished career as an educator and academic leader in our college. She was the first woman to serve as the university's NCAA faculty athletic representative, and she was the interim dean of HHP. During her deanship, Dr. Varnes demonstrated exceptional leadership skills, successfully guiding UF's reaccreditation process at a time where it wasn't necessarily guaranteed. Dr. Varnes is a triple Gator, having earned her Bachelor of Science, Master of Arts, and doctorate from the University of Florida. Dr. Varnes' dedication to UF is perhaps reflected even more so by the fact that all 5 of her children are UF graduates. That's a house full of Gators right there. Thanks to Dr. Allen and Dr. Varnes for your years of service to this college. In your honor, plaques will be added recognizing each of you in our College of Health and Human Performance Hall of Honor on the second floor. Thank you. So what Dr. Janelle is helping us unfold here, these are replicas of the plaques that will exist in perpetuity in the college. So each of our honorees has a plaque to take home. You have to? No, we'll get her next. Thank you. Hang on. We'll get you one. Don't tell me. Come on, Jill, you need to sit. Thank you, Jill. All right. I'm not sure how we top these two people right here, I tell you. Our next award is the Wellspring Foundation Student Award. Student Award. So this is an opportunity to honor one of our students who is actively engaged in one of our degree programs tonight. This award was created in 2018 for an HHP student who's made substantial and outstanding contributions towards fostering diversity, inclusion, and intercultural engagement, both on campus and in the community. The Wellspring Foundation, created by an alum of our college, has a goal of bringing young people of diverse backgrounds together to learn from one another and understand worlds beyond their own. The 2023 recipient of the Wellspring Foundation Student Award is Elder Garcia Varela. Elder, can you join us on stage, please? Ms. Varela is a first-generation Hispanic immigrant and a certified health education specialist. She has earned 1 bachelor degree, 2 master's degree, and is now a doctoral student in the Department of Health Education and Behavior. Her dissertation research focuses on measuring changes in young children's environments that are related to nutritional behaviors. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Varela as the 2023 Wellspring Foundation honoree. Every year, the UF Alumni Association recognizes 40 outstanding young alumni. So this is 40 alumni out of over 500,000. These alumni are all under the age of 40, so that's a smaller number, whose achievements positively impact the Gator Nation. Tonight, we are fortunate to have several 40 under 40 honorees who are graduates of our college. Our first honoree is Dr. Ewan Coburn, who earned, where's Dr. Coburn? Is he not here? All right, thank you. All right, so he's not here, but we'll applaud for him anyway at the end. Hang on a second. He earned his bachelor degree in HHP and his PhD in pharmaceutical science. He's a senior associate consultant and a career scientist in the Department of Quantitative Health Science at the Mayo Clinic in Scottsdale, Arizona. His research focuses on disparities in prostate cancer treatment. Dr. Coburn, again, as we've said, is unable to attend today's awards, but we would like to recognize him and to honor him with a round of applause. Our next 40-40 honoree I happen to know is in this room. It's Dr. Stacy Cutrono. Dr. Cutrono is Stacy coming up? Excellent, thank you. Dr. Crotono is an American College of Sports Medicine clinical exercise physiologist and a certified corporate wellness specialist who earned her bachelor's degree and her master's degree at HHP before completing her doctorate at the University of Miami. Dr. Crotono oversees Ultimate Software's thriving employee wellness program, where she works to blend health programming with personalized coaching to promote optimal physical and emotional well-being. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Crotono.
Thank you.
And our last 40 under 40 honoree is Ms. Jenna Nahles. Pardon me, Jenna Nahles. Ms. Nahles received her bachelor's degree in sport management at HHP. She now oversees a diverse portfolio of facilities and operations for the University of Florida Department of Recreational Sports. Jenna leads a team of 200 student employees. She also serves as the facilities manager during hurricane season, and she teaches the university's first-year Florida course for freshmen while also serving on the Student Conduct Committee for the Division of Student Life. You see why she got the award. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Jenna Nahles. We now move on to the HHP Young Alumni Awards. Our first Outstanding Young Alumni Award goes to Mr. Joe DeSilva. Joe, are you here? Yeah, good. Please, come join us on stage. Mr. DeSilva received his BS in Sport Management in 2014. His professional accomplishments include a leadership role with the Washington Nationals that resulted in a World Series ring for Mr. DeSilva. In his current position, he serves as an account exec for iHeartMedia, clearly moving up in the field. Mr. DeSilva remains committed to mentoring UF Sport Management students and has been a guest presenter in the sport facility course. Please join me in congratulating Mr. DeSilva. Joe, congratulations. Please come forward. Our next Outstanding Young Alumni Award goes to Ms. Annabelle Juen. Ms. Juen is a double gator with her BS and master's degree in sport management. She now works for the company Populous, where she has been involved in delivering major sporting events that include ESPN Game Day, the Super Bowl, and the Final Four basketball tournament. Ms. Juen is also responsible for hosting corporate events throughout the year, including the Department of Defense Warrior Games that are held in Orlando. Ms. Juen remains a loyal Gator and loyal to our college. She's been a guest presenter in the sport facility course on multiple occasions. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Annabelle Juen.
Thank you so much.
for coming.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Our final Outstanding Young Alumni Award goes to Dr. Brian Seaman. After earning his Bachelor's of Science in APK, Dr. Seaman completed his doctorate in physical therapy at the University of Florida and his PhD at the Medical University of South Carolina. He is now a board-certified neurological physical therapy specialist. Dr. Seaman is a productive clinician scientist whose research focuses on stroke rehabilitation. He also mentors physical therapy doctoral students and provides clinical services for underserved individuals at a student-led pro bono clinic in Charleston, South Carolina. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Bryant Seaman.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We will now proceed to our next awards, which is the induction of 4 new members of the College of Health and Human Performance Alumni Hall of Fame. Before introducing our new member, I'd like to recognize all the Hall of Fame members who may be attending this evening. Will those of you who are members of the HHP Alumni Hall of Fame please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Our first Alumni Hall of Fame inductee for the class of 2023 is Lee Feenberg. Mr. Feenberg, will you join me on stage, please? Mr. Feenberg earned a Bachelor of Science in Health Science Education in 2004. He has an impressive track record of servant leadership and professional excellence in the healthcare industry. He led Mid-Atlantic Partners' meteoric rise to become one of the top dental support organizations, or DSOs, in the entire nation. Now, as the CEO of Frontline Dental, he heads a team of business professionals, clinicians, and care professionals in cities across the country. He is a proud member of the Gator Nation and an outspoken ambassador for the University of Florida. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Lee Feenberg.
Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Our next Alumni Hall of Fame inductee is Mr. Gordon Glover. Unfortunately, Mr. Glover could not make it tonight, but I want to tell you a little bit about why we thought it was important for him to have this award. Mr. Glover earned a Bachelor of Sciences in Exercise and Sports Science and a Master of Exercise and Sports Science in 2001 and 2002. He is the founder of Glover Law, and his firm is quite remarkable. The qualifications, for those of you who are lawyers, you'll understand this. His firm has a perfect A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, an AV rating by Martindale E. Hubbell, the highest rating as determined by other attorneys and judiciary, and he's been recognized by Florida super lawyers, a distinction awarded to less than 2.5% of all lawyers in Florida. It's unfortunate that Mr. Glover couldn't attend with us tonight, but we do want to give him a round of applause to recognize his award. Our next Alumni Hall of Fame inductee for the class of 2023 is Miss Leisha McKinley Beach. Ms. McKinley Beach, can you join us? Ms. McKinley Beach earned a Bachelor of Science from the College of Health and Human Performance in 1995. She has spent the last 30 years providing HIV education and training to those who serve women and the Black population. She has served in leadership roles for both Florida and Georgia state health departments. Ms. McKinley Beach has also co-authored several reports, launched Florida's first HIV mobilization initiative for Black women, and worked with researchers at Emory University to produce a study entitled COVID-19, HIV, and antiretroviral therapy adherence among Black and African Americans in Atlanta. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Leisha McKinley Beach. Thank you so much for being here. Our final Alumni Hall of Fame inductee is Mr. Joseph Russo. Mr. Russo, will you please join me on stage? Mr. Russo earned a Bachelor of Science from the College of Health and Human Performance in 1977. Since then, he's had a successful career as a wrestling coach and a physical education teacher. And he's had a successful career as an Olympic wrestling official. He has been inducted into both the National Wrestling Hall of Fame and also the Suffolk County, New York Sports Hall of Fame. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Joseph Russo. Congratulations very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you to all of tonight's inductees. We're honored to have you as members of the College of Health and Human Performance Alumni Hall of Fame, and we hope that you'll come back for many more award dinners like this. We now move on to our final award of the evening, the B.K. Stevens Award. B.K. Stevens was a member of the original faculty when the college was established in 1946. This award is one of HHP's highest honors and is given to those who exemplify the principles of leadership and service that B.K. Stevens exhibited during his lifetime. The 2023 B.K. Stevens Service Award is presented to Ms. Alice Norsworthy. Ms. Norsworthy, would you join me on stage? Many of you know Alice, and you know a lot about her. I will just hit a few high points. But you should know that Ms. Norsworthy is the President of Global Marketing and Sales for Universal Destinations and Experiences, that she has led successful campaigns including the launch of Universal Beijing Resort in China, the introduction of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Orlando, and Universal's Volcano Bay. Ms. Norsworthy is known beyond Universal and beyond the University of Florida. She has been recognized by Advertising Age as one of America's top marketers and has been named one of the top 100 most powerful women in travel on 3 different occasions by Travel Agent Magazine. Ms. Norsworthy serves on the National Board of Directors for Big Brothers Big Sisters, the advisory board for the Eric Friedheim Tourism Institute here in our college, and the board of directors for the National Brand USA organization. Ms. Norsworthy has served as chair-elect, chair, and past chair of the university's Eric Friedheim Tourism Institute, and she continues to advise the Department of Tourism, Hospitality, and Event Management. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Alice Norsworthy.
Wasn't sure. So I was asked to say a few words, and I just wanted to start with thank you to all of you, those of you working here in the college. It truly is, this college is, and my role here at this award, is really the combination of three of my life's passions. The first being the University of Florida, the second being tourism and hospitality industry, and the third being my family, because my daughter is a junior here at the university, and my husband is a professor actually here in the college. So it really is a moment of those passions colliding for me, and I really appreciate it. I graduated from the University of Florida with a degree in the fine arts over 40 years ago. In addition to academics, I was involved in leadership and athletic activities as well, learning life lessons that I know impacted and shaped and influenced me and the person I am today, and the professional success I've been very fortunate to receive. I knew I wanted to do something that involved the creative process, having a fine arts degree, but I also loved my involvement in the leadership and athletics here as well. And so, traveling to Florida as a young child from Ohio many, many years ago, the theme park business seemed to be something that impressed me as an opportunity to be both creative and work with teams. So I took the position at the front desk at the Contemporary Hotel, and I never looked back. I worked my way through a variety of different positions within the company and other tourism and hospitality companies as well, and really eventually working my way into management and leadership. I have been very fortunate to work for some of the top global brands in travel and tourism, a career that's taken me around the world and to professional experiences I never thought would be possible for me. Just walking out into our parks and seeing our guests having a blast while they share thrilling adventures together makes me realize how important our jobs in hospitality and tourism really are, particularly after the last 3 years that we've all endured. Our guests are able to just step away from the stress and pressure of their daily lives and for a few days connect with the people they really care about. Enabling that and working in hospitality and tourism doesn't get any better. When Hal Herman approached me to join the advisory board for EFTI at the time, I accepted because I felt the top university in Florida needed to have the top tourism program as well. And so we have a wealth of talented professionals within the tourism industry across the state, and it was an opportunity to just galvanize them all to a mission to position University of Florida as the top hospitality tourism program, preparing tourism leaders for tomorrow, those who someday will step into my shoes as well. The industry right now is very busy, and we have a lot of competing priorities, but those of us involved in the college dedicate their time to the advisory board to ensure that it achieves its full potential. It's also personal for me because it's a chance to give back to a college that gave so much to me, but it's also a good business opportunity because we are able to tap the talent and prepare future leaders to step into our roles. I recently read a quote by Robin Sharma that really resonated with me about leadership. It's not about a title or a designation. It's about impact, influence, and inspiration. And so I hold myself accountable to that every day and in the commitments that I have. I'm spending my time on the things that I think matter most, building strong, enduring relationships that help me through tough times and help our company through tough times, and helping others see the vision and potential of what we can all accomplish together. Graduating from the University of Florida not only indicates academic achievement, but it opens doors to a network of people that share a passion for excellence. Having a degree in THEM opens a door to career opportunities that I know from personal experience can bring joy to those who you serve and joy to yourself as well. Thank you for the honor and the opportunity to serve.
We need a few more scripts up here, I think. So we're to the end of our program. I want to end by saying congratulations again to all the award recipients, and thanks to the family and friends who are here tonight that make this so special. I also want to thank this year's awards selection committee. The members include Dr. Julio Rodriguez, Dr. Ben Gordon, Dr. Andre Kirilenko, Dr. Cindy Wilming, Ms. Janice Tucker, Dr. Tom Bell, Dr. Jill Varnes, and Dr. Beth Barton. In addition, I'd like to acknowledge our event management team, Jeremy Clark, Melissa Cunningham, Michael Murphy, Michael Spear, and Bridget Welsh. We will conclude tonight's awards with a song, and is Gestalt here? Yes? Great. We will conclude with a song by Gestalt a cappella, a fantastic student singing group. But before we do, one housekeeping note, please. Those of you who got awards, would you please come to the front of the stage here? We'd like to get a few group photos before the night's out. Thank you very much for that. And now, we'd like to turn it over to Gestalt, please.
Hi everyone, we are Gestalt. We are an a cappella group here on campus, and we are so excited to be performing for you all tonight. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. I'm not ashamed to say, I hope it always will stay this way. My hat is off, why don't you stand up and take a bow? And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. If it's a car you like, I'd surely buy you a Cadillac. Whatever you need, any time of the day or night. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Gestalt, thank you so much. That was fantastic. So that's the end of our program. That's the end of our entertainment. However, the bar is still open, and there's a lot of friends to stand around and talk to, so feel free to stick around as long as you like. Thank you so much for being our guest tonight.